This season, I've played a lot of zero build ranked. My current rank for zero build is 76% elite, and I wanted to make this video to give tips to people who are maybe more passive, or they're maybe not as good at the game as other people, but still wanted to get the higher rank. This may be for the reason of getting the cosmetics for the back bling, or simply that you just want to get better at the game in a competitive space. So firstly, the first thing I would say, if you're playing solos, I would advise playing the Storm. So in reality, basically, if you've got medkits and bandages, and if you see these cactuses in front, so for this season, these cactus give you 30 health. So if you land, get bandages, get medkits, get EMP grenades, and get a fishing rod. If you catch fish and you stay in the Storm, you can tank up to 500 or 600 damage, which, bear in mind, is up to the 6th zone. By that point, probably 50-60 people have died, maybe even more, maybe it's top 10. I would assume a lot of you knew, but if you throw the EMP grenades at the fish, they die instantly, so you don't need to spend ages with a fishing rod. This can save you a lot of time and give you a lot of meds. Other people do this, but bear in mind, after the 5th or 6th zone, you will die from storm sickness. So that will basically say if you don't get out of the storm, you're going to die no matter what, which is going to kill you quicker. Another tip will be shield bubbles or porta forts. So once you get to the final zones, you'll notice a lot of the players in ranked have shield bubbles or porta forts, mainly porta forts, because this is going to be cover. A lot of the times, if you can't find a bush, you're just going to be stuck behind a rock. A lot of people climb inside trees, which isn't the worst tactic, to be fair. I hid in a tree in a ranked tournament the other week and I came 5th. So, but yeah, obviously porta forts and bunkers are going to be a lot better, so fucking use them, don't be stupid. Here's a scenario, for example, a lot of times this will happen to me. You're trying to get to the last zone, you're rotating, and you don't want to get attacked by people. So if you make sure you have crash pads and throw them on the floor, you can use your nitro and sprint on them to get a great distance and rotate to the next zone, especially using the fizz bottle, which gives you probably double the distance when you do it. This area is probably the best place for me because it's got a bunch of cactuses. Not a lot of people come around here. It's got the medallions either side, so a lot of players avoid that area so they don't get killed. But when you can hide around here, no one comes to you, so it's perfect. So you just collect the loot. I suppose these tactics are more for players who are on mobile or the Switch or on a low-level PC or maybe console even, because I can guarantee people on PC, probably 9 out of 10, know what I'm talking about already. The next tip is always look out for people in bushes. When you rotate in ranked, people always hide in the bushes on the edge of the zone. So I'd probably advise getting a thermal scoped weapon or a DMR, because this instance I was in a tournament here and a guy could have sabotaged it by being in this bush. Luckily I managed to kill this guy here, but 50-50, you're probably going to lose that, especially with my bad aim there. So watch out for the bush campers. If anything, make sure you get the bush before them, or scout out the bush. If you really do not believe in your skill and are desperate to go up percentage in the rank, I would advise landing in the water, rotating, picking up items as the storm comes. It's a little on the bush camp dad side of things, but I suppose if you want to go up, do it. Who's going to stop you, literally? Then for the little things to remember, hit these orange nitro things, they give you speed. Also run through these nitro rings, which give you speed if you want to rotate. For example, watch this rotate here, where I managed to kill this man straight away afterwards. It works out perfectly, so once you get to the end zone, just have a bit of confidence about you, and more time than not, people run away from you. This green water gives you 3 skulls on your back, so if you double tap jump, you get a little boost, so they're really handy to use for the final zones. I would say the final tip I would give out, so a lot of people underestimate this and don't use it a lot of the time. So you see this building in front of me where I'm going to, a lot of the times they have these little fruit boxes in them. When you're low on health, you can get bananas and apples, which give you green health. It gives you 5 each time, but the coconuts give you 5 green and blue health, so you can use these in the storm, and it's just a good way to give you a little bit of extra health so you don't die. With a week left, I'm more than certain I'm going to get at least to a champion this season in rank, maybe even unreal, but probably champion. Next season definitely unreal, just by using these tips. Really, I go up at least 4 to 5% each game, even if I don't really get any kills, and if I die off spawn I only go down 1% or so, so it's really worth doing this. Just make sure you don't get storm sickness, make sure you rotate, and just make sure you play smart mode. most of the time. Just find an area you like, preferably near the cactus on the edge of the map, and honestly, you will start getting those percentages in so quickly you'll realise, oh shit, why was I stuck in that rank for ages? Why was I pushing people when I know I'm not going to win that fight? It just makes perfect sense. It might be hard for some people to understand that not everyone is an aggressive player, not everyone can win those fights, and if you're going to die constantly, it's not really fun. If you're going to play like this and play passive, you might enjoy it more, you might get higher up in rank, and to be honest with you, you can win cosmetics. I did a tournament, I won sprays, I won a glider. It's cool shit, do you know what I mean? So if you're into this stuff, I would advise getting a bit more into it, watching Aussie Antics, watching the FNCS as well. It's really helpful to watch, even the build mode, just to see how they play and move about, and to see what guns they use. If you want to find where these are, if you look on compete on the top tab of Fortnite, you'll be able to see when they are. It's for any rank as well, for build and zero build, solo, duos and squad ones, so it's a lot of fun. Literally 3 seasons ago, I couldn't get out of bloody platinum, and now I'm getting past elite every season, and now I'm getting into champion. You can do it within a season, within 2 seasons. Use the new stuff, get better with it. Don't worry about being shit at first, you'll get better and you will keep rising rank. Play a bit of creative, play some aim training, get your aiming better for those shooting situations. Don't be a pussy, play with confidence even if you are playing passive. Even if it's 1 or 2 people, I do hope at least one of these tips is helpful towards you. Let me know below if any of them would be helpful. Let me know how you play, if this playstyle isn't good for you, or whether you think actually I could do good at that. So make sure to drop a like, watch more. I've just posted a video on my channel a couple of days ago how I reached the finals of the Zero Build Cup, so that'll be out, and then there's another video beforehand on how to do good in rank. So it's been Pid, respect lads, and yeah, I've got 700 subs, try get me 800, you know what I mean? Yeah, respect.